Running from over there. What's going on? Let's see what we got going here. I can't see nothing. Oh, it does say I'm live. But I don't know how to share this. Share this. Share this. I don't even see the chat. What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams. I'm actually testing my live stream to go live. You know, a lot of you guys hear me a lot, but you don't get to see me live to ask questions. I do have a call-in number. I need to set up the Skype right quick when you can call in. You want to talk to me live about what's going on. So let's find this number. It is 216-542-7441. I just got to set it up, back up, because I didn't downloaded everything. So I got one watching. So definitely go into the chat. I hope the chat is enabled so you can actually drop some knowledge right here. I need to share this, but I don't know how to do it. Share. Okay. How do I share this? This is the beauty of technology. Yo, this is Lawrence D. Adams. I know this is a test run, but hey, hit some in the chat if you actually put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly, see me. So what I'm trying to do is get my live going. Yo, I see you guys are coming in. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Let me let me definitely set up this where you can call into Skype. You got any questions? So tonight we're just doing a test run of this. Make sure it's running and smooth. I see 3 people watching. We're gonna talk about a little bit of game, but I want to definitely get this live stream going. Make sure everything is running smooth. Just trying to get it rolling, but it's just the beauty of it. Okay, I see. Oh, what's up? Going what up? I see you, Legacy Fly. I see you right quick. This number here. Okay. Salute. What's going on, Quest? All right, I hear you. I see you. There, tasking multiple things at the same time because I got my iPad right here. Then also I'm trying to. So what I want you to do while I'm getting this all together, and I'm gonna give you the number to call in. It's gonna be 216-452-7441. What I want you to do is, you have any questions you want to ask, this is the perfect time to ask because I normally do not go live at all. So this would be the perfect time to ask. Perfect time to ask about any questions. And I'm gonna give you the number you can actually call in and kick some good game right quick. Let's see, we just open up this Skype right quick. You can come right in. I'm gonna Skype the upload. So you got any questions? Let me know if you have any questions right now. I'm gonna give you this number. You can you can definitely call in. once my Skype comes through. One of the things I want to definitely talk about, I want to make sure you guys, something I wrote on my Facebook page, I don't have my other phone, is that it's so important that you guys be on your purpose. Your purpose must come first. A lot of you guys are so focused on other things. You need to focus on your purpose first. Purpose first. Purpose first. Once you get your purpose together, that's the reason why a lot of women are out of sorts or displaced, are unfulfilled, because you're not even in your right position. So how can she even be a helpmate to you if you don't even know where you're going? You got to be on your purpose. Got to be on your purpose. Let me get this Skype going right quick. Trying to get my dude Alpha King come over, and we can chop it up like we do when you guys don't know about. Okay, let's open this up. So if you want to call in, I'm gonna put the number in the chat room. You can call in. You want to chop it up, this is your time. You can definitely do that. Let me figure out how to do that, how to write into my chat from off of here. Thanks for the one like. Let me write this right quick. Number is 216-452-7441. You want to call in, you want to ask a question, you want to chop it up, this is the perfect time. You can definitely do that. Salute, I see you. Salute, my big homies. Thank you. I appreciate you. You got something, you can call in 216-425-7441. Call in, hit the Skype, we go live right now. So a lot of times coaches and people who deal with this don't give the people opportunity to talk and ask questions. And if you want to ask questions, it's the perfect time to do that. So I put that number in there, hit the line. That's two. But I want to definitely, so what the topic is, this is really a test run to get my live rolling and going so we can really chop it up on a personal basis. But I want you to, the number is 216-452-7441. Hit the live Skype and you go live with me right now. We can chop it up right over the YouTube. So I know you guys looking like, dude, we ain't never seen you in person. You're almost like incognito. You always putting up thumbnails and you dropping some knowledge. But I wanted the biggest thing, you can get all this knowledge, but sometimes you need to talk to the person who's disseminating that knowledge. And so what I want to do is, in this live right now, is get you to really understand what I'm talking about. So you have any questions, the perfect time to ask questions on what I believe. So I want to definitely go over the principles that I believe that I share all the time on the videos. And I think this is something that every man should live by. And I was talking to my mentor this week. We were chopping it up about it. So one of the biggest things is, so you must have a strong foundation in manhood. The second one, you must live on purpose. The next one, number 3, you must have game. It means strategy. Game is not talking about to trick somebody and try to get somebody that you know. I'm talking about strategy. The next thing is you must have a spiritual connection. The next one is you must take massive action. And the last one is you must impact the world around you. So if you have any questions about that, you got questions, well, what do I do to say to this young lady? Or how do I manage this one over here or that one? This is the time you need to ask those questions. You can call in now and make sure this phone number is working. Because I'm going to call in first, make sure it's working. I was trying to reach my dude, Alpha King, so he can come in and drop down and share this knowledge, but I don't know how to, I called him and I don't have my other phone with me. It's ready. So definitely. So you want to call in 216-452-7441. Now, one of the biggest things like I said, I didn't get to focus on in none of the videos were the importance of being on your purpose. And one of the biggest things I realize a lot of guys don't have is they don't know their purpose. And that's when you need to take the time out and really find out what you're passionate about and what you're not passionate about. See, what happens is if you're not on your purpose, somebody else will give you a purpose or somebody give you stuff to do. So you got to be on your purpose. You got to be on your purpose. You got to be you have to be on your purpose. The other thing, if you're not on your purpose, what'll happen is if you're not on your purpose, what are you leading a woman into? You can't lead a woman if you're not on your purpose. And what happens is if you're not careful, you end up following her purpose. Say your message was restricted. I don't know why your message was restricted. I don't know. I didn't even do that. I don't understand why you're messing. But if you're not on your purpose, what happens is you end up picking the purpose of the woman. You got to realize your goal is you supposed to lead your life. I think I shared that in one of the videos. Then also you share your information, your what you're leading, where you're going with the woman. She becomes the helpmate. But how can she help you if she don't even know where you're going? See, a lot of guys talk about I want a helpmate, I want her to do this. But what is she helping you with? Please explain to me how's that working for you. The other thing is when you're on your purpose, you begin to magnetize, you begin to get people begin to draw to you like never before, and they push you into your purpose. So some people are not meant to be with you, because they are the distraction in your purpose. And what happens is a lot of guys, what they do is they get started in their purpose, and then they meet it with a girl who distracts them from their purpose. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. And trying to reach out to Alpha King so we can chop it up right quick. But you got to realize you got to be in your purpose. So if you have any questions, you can call in 216-452-7441, or you can ask a question inside of the chat. Drop a chat right. You can drop something right in the chat. It's a good time to ask those questions right now. Now, this is the first live, so I don't think it's going to be like this all the time. It's going to be definitely on fire, have people come in and definitely come through. But you have a question, it's a good time. I don't know why most guys they be up on your videos. Oh, I love your videos. Now I got you live. You can hit the creator of the videos live. This is the perfect time to do it. I guess most guys get scared, they get nervous, whatever the case may be, but it's a perfect time to ask questions. You have a question, or if you have something you want to say. See, a lot of times you may not even have a question, you may want to make a statement. So you want to make a statement, definitely call in, leave some in the chat room. Let's chop it up right quick. I think it's so important that, guys, let's chop it up. Let's go live. Just go live and you can chop it up right quick. But I definitely want to push being on your purpose. You got to be on your purpose, bro. I cannot emphasize that any further. You got to be on your purpose. You're not on your purpose. You're just pedaling through life. People are just taking advantage of you because you're not on your purpose. Your purpose is like a tower, or like your castle. You got to be on your purpose. Let me write this number back down in the chat room right quick. So you can definitely, you have any questions, it's the perfect time to ask questions. Perfect time to ask questions. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I normally don't go live. I don't even like saying that because, people say that and then, they be going live every day. But I definitely want to get you in touch with what I'm talking about. So another point with being on purpose is when you're on your purpose, you can make a clear decision on who needs to be in your life and who doesn't need to be in your life. You can make a clear decision on who needs to be in your life and who doesn't need to be in your life. That becomes a determining factor. So you know that this person or even this woman, like, know what? She don't fit to where I'm going. Peace, what's going on? I see your espresso beats. I thank you. Definitely, you have a question about what I'm talking about. You want to come live? You can call that number. You'll be right in. But what the other thing is, if you got to be careful because when you're on your purpose, it becomes a determining factor who's in your life and who's not in your life. And a lot of times, there you go. Thank you, Donovan Williams. Been utilizing nouns and do appreciate nouns. P.S. You recommended. Do you have any recommendations for any good books? What books do you would like to learn? I have a library over here of books. So Rom sent you over here, Ron Wills. Thank you. I appreciate you. Much peace. So I definitely you've been utilizing the knowledge on here. Deep appreciate. Okay. What books, man? What books, man? I it's funny because most of my books are on my iPad that I look at. So one book that I recommend is that you can look at one of the books that I started off reading years ago was The Mac Within by Tariq Nasheed. Check out that book. But I would say this. It'd be good to get books, and I can recommend a whole bunch of books, which is good. Then I read a lot of books by Neville Goddard. So I do a lot of the mental side of it. But what I will say is this. If you listen to the videos that I'm sharing, and of course Ron Wills and other people, I think the most important thing you can do is application. How can I apply this immediately or the next day? Because what happens is a lot of guys get all this knowledge about the game, what to say to a woman, how do I need to approach, what do I need to do, and then guess what happened? They never take any action. That's a problem. So what you do is you become an emotion. Not an emotion. You become a information hog. You just gathering all the information you can, gathering all the information. You never test it. You never put it to action. You never say, "Hey, I talked to this girl," or "I talked to this girl over here." You never put the work in. That is the problem. Most dudes are, what happened is we're in the information age, but we're in the age where people don't put the with all this information here. Most guys don't put it to practice. If you look, I think, see a lot of dudes right there. You don't put this information to practice. It's one thing. I mean, you can be like, "Yo, man, this game is fire. Man, you hitting that game it is you. What you said is right. When she did that, it did this and that worked." But you never put the game to work. I did a video. Check it back. Use the game that you got. Use the game that you know. You got to start somewhere. I didn't start off like this. Man, I was married. It was all bad. I had to go to the library in Marietta, Georgia. I walked there to get information for books and say, let me first, the problem was not her. I had to look at me. It's easy to say it's the woman and woman and woman. We understand women's nature. But what I had to do is I had to make a change in me. The other thing I had to do, I had to change how I see myself. So you got to put in the work. See, most guys want to say, "Oh, that's a nice bicycle. Wow, man. It got 5 speeds. It got brakes. Oh, it got pedals. It got spokes. It got a handlebars. Man, how fast does it go? Really? You can go that fast on it and you can go up hills?" But you know what the problem is? They never get on the bike and never learn how to get out there and put in the work. So you're cheating yourself when you don't put in the work. Now you're saying, "Well, I don't got no girl to talk to, and I'm going through a problem trying to get back with my girl." The problem is you have not put in the work. If that's you, if that's you, if I'm speaking right to you, you need to put a 1 in the chat room, or you need to call this number 216-452-7441. Let's talk about it. See, this is the best time to talk to me because I normally don't go live, and I'm going live right now. So let's talk about it. Let's find out why you're not putting into action. And it's not a beat down on you. I'm not one of those guys going to roast you about it. But I'm like, yo, you got to put in the work. There we go. We got a caller. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can just get to it. 1 second here. I'm right here. Go. Okay. This is Lawrence D. Adams. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, this is Alfie Kingdom. I'm calling from Pimp Society.
That's my dude. Alfie Kingdom calling in. What's up, bro? Hey man, I had to go from my iPad because I couldn't do it from my computer.
It's all good, man. It's glad to see you live, man. Actually, man, you called me. I was on the phone, man. Principal Bay, her father just passed, so I had to take that call, man.
Oh, it's even good.
Though, and I'm just telling y'all players who's listening, like certain shit, like you already know I ain't been fucking with her, but I mean, father died. You got to take that call, man. It's not that much pettiness in the world that's gonna make me not take that call.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm definitely live. So mainly I'm talking about something we talked about privately, man. Is dudes got to put in the work. They be saying, man, especially you Alpha Kingdom, your stuff on fire, man. You blowing up, you doing this, you fired.
Oh,
Game is on fire, but guess what?
oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
it's like changing.
but guess
Anyway, man, what's up with this bitch that flaked on me?
right. You didn't put in the work. I see, Espresso Beats. I see you right there. You said that's you, and I see you reform. Rollinson. Yes, you too. A lot of you guys just be getting this information, but you don't want to put in the work. You got to put in the work. I gave the example. How you gonna be riding, look at the bike and talk about it got spokes and brakes and it got a seat and it got a handlebars, but you never rode it.
Right.
That don't make sense to me. That does not make sense to me. Between the game that's been talked about on Sundays and all the other stuff on Patreon and on here on your channel and the other channels, dude should be coming up. They should be flying around the world right now. And that's a sad part.
What's up, y'all? Say what's up in the chat, man. I see Keith the Great up in here.
All right, yeah, they up here.
How long you been on? Since what, like 8:30?
W830. No, I actually couldn't, since I could not figure out how to do it on my computer. I had to go on my iPad. So I've been just 23 minutes now.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just like when I made that little course thing, man. Like I wanted to do it differently, but once I did it, now I got a whole billboard. I got a whole little thing. So it's like I knocked that first one out. So now the second one, I'm ready for it.
That's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, you know what? Even another thing, I haven't even talked about the course that I have. It's already set. It's called Beyond Sex.
Did you take some calls yet or no?
No, you the first call. Ain't nobody. They ain't want to come on in, and I can't figure out how to get you onto my. I don't know how to.
Ain't gonna come in. What's up?
Hey man, maybe
Keep the Great calling Espresso Beat. Y'all saying all that shit in the comments. Y'all can be saying it live.
You can be live with the guy to be dropping the knowledge. You can get your situation solved tonight. Don't let me start looking into your life. Don't let me. I don't know.
Press 2 if you gonna call in next. I'll get off this motherfucker when somebody press 2.
Yeah, they got.
Y'all gonna call.
You call in next. Here, Alpha Kingdom will jump off. Put 2 in that chat. You about this? If you about this life, or you want to be about this life, press 2 in this chat. You don't eat all of them up now. You gonna eat it all up? You gonna eat it all up?
Man. Did you hear that live I did earlier? Like, man, like I just said earlier, like, man, sometimes I won't show myself, and people be like, "Oh, he ain't showing himself." Do you want to hear what I gotta say or not?
Right. Yeah. Press.
Maybe I don't feel like looking at the camera. I don't know. I just feel like looking. I just want to talk.
Yeah, these I don't know. I that's what see. If I could have did that on if I could have did this on this iPad, I would have definitely put you just would have seen my face to the side. But
Yeah.
but definitely just but this. Can you tell me? I mean, since you right here, what front?
Okay, we got a caller.
Reform. You gonna call in? You for real? All right, that's what I'm talking
Don't have
about.
me get off. Don't have me get off it. You know what? We need to just do a show, and you know what it should be called?
What's
Grown
that?
man shit.
Ru-
Grown man.
Grown man.
Grown man shit. That's it.
Yeah,
Y'all subscribe to my channel if y'all have it.
definitely subscribe to Alpha Kingdom. This dude, let me give a little shout before he gets on. Before you come in, reform. What's that? Before you come in, if it
They're
wasn't
not playing Reform Rollison because
okay, Donovan.
see how they do. Now you see that. So you see you've been on this whole time. Now since I said something, now they all want to be pressing too.
Right, you got to play chess. That's before your game. Never. That's definitely right. Let me. But I want to say this
I'm
because
not players. I subscribe to you, fam. You better come over to my channel and start liking and commenting, fam.
come on, man.
Because let me tell you something, Top players. You got a boss that's liking and commenting on your stuff. Don't you know I'm well respected from all the greats? So when I like and comment, man, you better comment back and give me a 100, son.
That's what I'm talking about. But I gotta shout you out, dude. What you don't realize behind the scenes, I was still pulling around. I've been doing this for years, Alfie King, we connected on YouTube, exchanged numbers, got me back out here doing videos, going live, dropping drops. So I had to give homage to where homage is due. If it wasn't for this dude, I would not be doing this right now, or I probably would be doing it on a smaller scale. So you got to give homage to where homage is due. So you guys, you got to definitely subscribe to him. This dude brought me on. Hey, where I'm going, you going. That's how you do it. That's real brotherhood.
Yeah, Top Hat player. You know, I like to comment on this stuff. He just hearted me. Don't you, nigga? I'm not no regular nigga. Don't just heart me.
Right.
Don't you know I got a drop in Lucario on Saturday? Don't you know AMS watch my shit? Don't you know Lawrence fuck with my shit? Don't you know My Life James from Japan fuck with my shit? No, you gotta give me a reply back, fam.
You got it. But see, these dudes don't want to put in the work. So, hey, so who's going to...
Lawrence, hold on. How many hours we just gave him last Sunday? 4 hours?
4 hours of... That game was
4 hours? Eight niggas on the panel? Come on, man.
They ain't ready, man. They ain't ready. So who going to be the... Okay, this the key. Who going to be the first one to call in tonight? I don't want no excuses. I'm going to pull y'all cards. There we go. We got one coming in. Let's see who it is. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on? You calling in. So tell me what is well, you said one of your problems is putting in the work. Or
It's not necessarily putting in the work. I'm just like me. I'm just like you. I'm a student. I study as much as I can. I'm currently in a relationship right now. It's just more personal evolution. You know, she has her own path. I got my own path. We got to grow together. You know, as two separate entities and just come together stronger.
okay.
So so my thing is, I guess what I see with a lot of dudes in my age. I'm 31, by the way.
Okay.
So I see a lot of dudes in my circle. Just like you said, they're sponges. They soak up all the game they can, and they just get stagnant, and they're afraid of rejection. Me, I go out there. I still conversate with women. I still, guys, we still do that. So I put as much practice as I can in. It's just that we get to the point where you know that you can only discover so much information, and then you feel like there's something else that you need to learn, but you don't exactly know what it is or how to get to that point.
I see what you're saying. So it's connecting the dots. I'm gonna repeat back what you're saying. So you get the information. Is now how do I connect the dots to the next level where I need to go?
Absolutely.
And you see a lot of guys are stuck right there, which is actually a good point. A lot of guys are stuck right there. They get the information, but they don't know how to connect the dots on how to get there, the how to. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you something. So even for my, I can say personally, I'm actually, I hope I know I'm older than 30. What I had to do is I had to work what was working and allow the information that was going to come to come. It's a saying. I know you heard this before. When the student is ready to what,
The master will appear.
and when the master is ready to what will happen.
The student will appear.
That's what the situation. Sometimes a lot of people are not ready for the next level because they're not having mastered this level.
Mm. Mm.
And so once you master this level, like with one of my mentors in New York, I could only go but one level with him and then go to, I had to master that. And once they seen I master that, then they took me to the next level into, I'll just tell you what it was. It was predictive science. And I'm saying it that way for a
Mm.
reason. So with the predictive science, you go level upon level because you couldn't handle some of the things that we're sharing. But I had to master that first level first.
Mm.
And
Mm.
so it's the same thing with game. Once you master this level, now it opens the door when and so much the universe is ready, you begin to move into that direction. It just automatically appears. Like what? You read a book, you see a billboard, something would jump out and say, that's the next level.
Yes. Yeah. I've had that moments. I've read books like The Rational Male, stuff like that. Ram Shalil, Master Yao Yamate More. I'm actually going to get that book. So I've seen things like that where you see something, you read it, and all of a sudden it hits you, and they're like, oh shit, that's what they were talking about. So I think that, especially if I see a lot of, I guess they're called millennials, a lot of young guys, the fear of rejection now is so much greater than the actual fear of trying, and it makes them stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're taking back, and a lot of dudes in my generation they're just lazy. They
Mm-hmm.
rather just scroll on Instagram, heart something. You got the Tinder app, so nobody want to put in no real work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just talking to a woman; it's the mental game of chess.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding okay, she's not going for this. So how do I go piquing her interest in somebody else? More than too afraid.
Yeah, you brought up a great point. You brought up a great point because one of the great points you just brought up is this. It's two. One, the fear of rejection,
Mm-hmm.
and because of people are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
People, the greatest thing that you had to fear is the greatest thing you had to fear is fear yourself. That sounds common, but most of all, most guys have not been trained to face fear.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're not trained to face fear, what happens is you automatically shrink back. And most time, if a man is a fear of rejection, that means on another level, he's putting her above him. See, if she's, why would you fear something that's above, that's below you, or even the
Mm-hmm.
same level? Because hey, whatever, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing to me. But most guys have women on pedestals, so they fear the rejection of her being on that pedestal.
Yeah.
And then the other part of it is the laziness part because we're in a generation or an age of instant. I want it now. Tinder, Bumble, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
hearts, like you said, we
Mm-hmm.
want it instant. But what happens is the
Mm-hmm.
real game is not instant. And a lot of guys don't want to work on themselves.
Yeah. Because what I've noticed is something I've been saying for years is when somebody becomes knowledgeable of something, that makes them responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't really choose to be ignorant because then you're not held responsible for something you claim you don't know. You
But
see what I'm saying?
yeah, but everybody wants the rewards of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't,
Absolutely.
there's, think about it. If I give you one of my favorite car is a Rolls Royce. If I give you
Mm-hmm.
A Rolls Royce right now, black inside, leather, suicide doors. If I give you that, just to give it to you. You would not have the same appreciation of it if you worked for it and you got it.
Not at all.
Why is that?
Because I don't understand we're willing to get in there in the first place. I just showed up.
That is the problem when a lot of dudes here on YouTube, Instagram, whoever listen to all of us, they want the Rolls Royce. They want to sit in the back. They want to have the driver, but they haven't paid the price to understand how to get there.
Mhm.
So it's a catch-22. We want the reward, but we don't want to put in the work.
It's a sad state of affairs because we see that so commonly. And it's now being pivoted throughout YouTube, especially the black men upstairs, that, oh, there's something wrong with them. It's not, you're fine. You don't need to change. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need to get your style game up. You don't need to get your confidence game up, but spiritual connection. There's something wrong with them. And you see that narrative pivoted through pretty much this whole generation. I've seen it a lot. This is a very woke with me type of generation where, something's wrong with the other people, where everybody has alternative facts, fake facts, because you're fine. We shame people for wanting to say you need to change.
Well, this is one of the things they teach in marketing. I shouldn't be giving it marketing. I shouldn't be giving this up, but I'm gonna say it right here because you said that. But they teach in marketing, you preach about change, but you never give people the really ability to change. Give them the you never give them the information to change.
That's where the term cornered in the marketing comes from, though.
Yes, correct. That is very true. That is very true. I mean, I have to say this. You were the first caller on my first live. I greatly appreciate that. Most dudes are
I,
afraid to tap in and say, "Hey, this is what I'm saying, what I'm calling in." So let's get you to say, let's get another caller in. Donovan Williams. Somebody else get to call in. We can still chop it up while they can call in. When they call in, I just buzz you right on out.
Absolutely, man, absolutely.
Uh,
Like I said,
we got another. They came.
already?
They tapped in. They tapped in.
All right, man.
All right. Let's see what they got to talk
man.
about. Appreciate you.
Keep handing out that work, man. I appreciate it.
All right. All right. What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams. Who is calling
What's up,
in?
brother? How's everything going? This is Reform Monroe.
Oh, what's going on, bro? How's it going? Where you calling from?
I'm out here in New York, man.
Oh, what part of New York?
I live in Yonkers.
Oh my God! See, I lived in the Bronx.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we right there. Couple minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Couple trains. Be there.
Yeah.
So what's up? So
But
what
yo,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot your gift.
what you said about you were just talking to the young man about maybe men even consciously or maybe even unconsciously putting women on pedestals, and I am very clear that I fall into that category. I will see a particular young lady that I might want to approach, but I get captivated by their looks, and I think unconsciously I'm putting them above me. Therefore, I never approach. I never put the work in, like you just said, and it's like a reoccurring cycle, and it needs to be broken.
Good. And you did the first step, man. I'm gonna tell you, I commend you and I salute you. The first step is to admit that this is an issue. Most guys don't. Most guys say, "No, man, I'm good." Especially, how New York dudes, man. Son, hey, yo,
Right.
I ain't never. I'm always on. Yeah,
Right.
I'm on it. I know. I lived in the Bronx for a little bit and in New Jersey, so I know we always on. But once you admit that I'm doing this, now you can make the next step into not doing it. What happened is when guys see a beautiful woman, they automatically freeze up. They become a statue. They become mesmerized by how she looks, her body, her booty, her breasts, everything. And so what happens is You have to start working on how you see yourself. See, a lot of guys don't work on how they see themselves. And so in that small sliver of seconds, you automatically put her up here. Or I don't know if you can see me, but you put her on above you. And what you have to do is say, you know what? You might have to say this a couple of times until your subconscious catch a hold of this. No, I'm the prize. So what happens is your subconscious is your autopilot. And since it's your autopilot, it automatically runs without you even thinking. You go to the bathroom, you get up, you can brush your teeth, you go to the car, whatever, you catch the train. Okay, I catch the train down to here, do this, I can get over to this borough, blah, 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 blah. It's autopilot. You don't even think about it. Yo, I want some Jamaican food. Hey, I go over here to there. If I want to go to what's that place to get some cheesecake? You know what I'm talking about. Yo, I cannot think of it. You want to get that cheesecake? You know to go down to Junior's.
Right.
You go to Junior's. You go to Junior. You want? I want to go. Hey, I want some Spanish food. Hey, I know where to get some Spanish food. Hey, I want to go over here. It's autopilot. But what happens is you have to train your subconscious to say, "Hey, I am the prize." So one technique I'm gonna definitely give right here because New York got family there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this out. What? And you might say, "What? Do this?" Something my father did. And I'm gonna give the example. Then I'm gonna show. Then I'm gonna talk about it. My father did when I was in junior high school. I was a little nervous about going to high school. So what he did was he had me say, "What I want you to do, son, every day when you get up, when you go brush your teeth, go look in the mirror and say, I'm gonna make honor roll and merit roll." I'm like, man, this guy crazy. You know what are you telling me to do that for? So I brush my teeth like, you know what? I'll make honor roll, merit roll, and I would go. Midsummer, I forgot about it. By the time I got to ninth grade, what happened?
You made the honor roll.
Yes, sir. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to train. The way you can train your subconscious is you have to speak it. Let me say this too, because you made me tap into some information I normally don't share on videos. Is you have to speak it in the right tense. What I mean is you don't speak it in the future. You speak it as it already is. Your mind doesn't know there in your subconscious. It does not know there's no time or space. So there's no past. There's no future tense. It's only present and past. So what you have to do is speak it as I'm already the prize.
I'm already the prize. Okay.
I'm already the prize. And then also too, you start carrying yourself like you're the prize. You start doing the stuff that you are the prize. So that comes back to strong foundation in manhood, but you start taking care of you. Sometimes the reason why we don't feel like the prize because we're not doing things to let us know that we are the prize. So you got to give your mind, your subconscious, certain clues like I'm the prize. So I don't know how it can be something like you treat yourself. Like, what's your favorite dish?
I like Jamaican food. I like oxtail.
Okay. How much time how often do you get that?
Oh man, I get that maybe like once a month.
Okay. When you go get oxtails, where do you sit down at the restaurant or you take it home?
I usually take it home.
Okay, you take it home, you open up the white container.
Right.
You get the plastic, you either get the plastic forks. What do you drink with it?
I usually get some sweet tea.
Okay, good. This is what I want you to do. Next time you go there and get your oxtails, you open up the white container, take out the plastic, open the white container, you smell it. Ooh, man, that smells good. You get rice with it, or what you get with it?
I get white rice.
Okay, when you get it, I want you to smell the rice, the oxtails, and I want you to realize I'm celebrating me as the prize.
Okay.
The reason why you're training yourself that you're not looking for external validation that you are the prize. And what you're doing is you're training yourself that what I'm doing for me as the prize is going to translate to everything else. Because it's not just the women, it's every area of your life.
Everything. Okay.
So
Okay.
if you just focus just on the, well, you know, when I get to the one, I'm like, yo, I'm dead. But if you realize that
Yeah.
every area of your life, you must celebrate yourself as the prize. So that means you got to start treating yourself even better. So when you get the oxtail, like this is when you walking down the street or you catching a train back, you know, I'm about to go and I'm about to sit down, get yourself like you at a 5-star restaurant, get your sweet tea, make sure it's the right sweetness, lemon, whatever. This is me celebrating who I am.
Okay.
Did that make sense or that resonate with you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah. It does. It does. I was writing it down, and when you said that, just yeah. This. I mean, it's something I have to process because it's something completely different. You said celebrate you as the prize. I've never even heard that before. I don't. That's man.
Because you know why? Because this is what happens on YouTube, and a lot of dudes just shoot game. You the prize. You say that to the girl. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. Anytime you gotta constantly tell a woman that you're the prize, what do you are? You are not the prize.
You ain't the prize. Right.
I mean, wait a minute. I got somebody right here. I got a young lady, and she ain't gonna come on. Is that true? Just say yes or no.
If you keep saying it,
If I keep saying that I'm the prize,
you ain't
She-
gotta say it.
she did say it. You ain't gotta say it.
Right.
Cause you exude that you're the prize. So that automatically changes your vision when you see that woman that you. And sometimes, let me say this. Let me get a little another side note. Sometimes we shooting our gift. I call it shooting your gift at women who ain't even worthy to receive what you got to say.
Wow.
We only looking at the external, and I always think about what's up here. Because anybody can go and we can all any animal. Any animal can go humping and pump each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how does she fit into your purpose? So your purpose, you're the prize. All that has to come into play. That's why I read the list. You got to be from strong foundation in manhood. You must live your purpose. That eliminates people who supposed to be and not supposed to be in your life.
Okay.
So you
Your
definitely,
purpose. All right.
so you definitely need to take that meal. When you take that meal, you become intentional. Don't lollygag about this. Don't choosy Susie about this. Be intentional when you go to the place, when you talk to, hi, what's going on when they're coming up and the drink, they come talking at patra, Say, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to go to that rice, Like, all right. You do that. What you do, you come back. You're going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy this really good. You sit down.
Right.
You say, I'm eating this every time I chew. When you chew that and you smell that goat, and it smell that rice and that sweet tea, I don't want you to realize that you are the prize. You gotta, and when you eat that, you eating that as the prize. This is deep game. I shouldn't not be sharing this. This is esoteric, tied up with game.
I appreciate it though, man. I appreciate it.
But I want you to do, once you do this, and the other guy to call, you have to, what I like is, I like results. Tell me how you felt and what you thought after you did this process. Hit me back. You can hit me if you need my email. You can hit me up on my email, or you can definitely hit me back on one of the videos. I want to know how that happened, how did it work for you. Because most people can tell you to do something and it don't work for you. Like, man, he just talking outside of his neck. I love results.
Right.
So did that resonate with you?
Yes, it did. It definitely did. Can you shoot me your email so I can do that?
Definitely, I'll put it. I don't know how to do it on here. How to shoot you? Okay, I don't know how I can. See, man, I feel like I'm a Let me see if I can do this. Hey, I don't care, man. I mean, people can hit it. I don't care. It's gonna. I'm put it in the chat room. You can be able to see it.
Okay, all right.
And so I'm gonna put it in the chat room. You have anything else you want to ask? Anything else you?
No, man, that was good, man. I'll leave it at that, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna work on this, and I'm gonna definitely hit you up and let you know how that worked out for me.
All right. Hey, the next caller. Hey, shout out the next caller. Get this next caller in. Pull him. Come on, you all the way in Yonkers.
Listen, they better call, man. They better call. This free game. You better get it.
Better get it, cause I do only charge for this, baby. Especially what
Right.
I just dropped on you, dude. That is some beyond game.
Right.
Yo, so let's get this next
All right,
call
thank you.
in. All right, peace.
All right, thanks, Lawrence. I'll talk to you.
All right.
All right.
Yo, let's get this next caller in. Yo, Donovan, I seen you had to put that 2 in there. Let's get it in here. This dude calling from New York. Y'all want to get this that level that was just shared right there? I don't share it with everybody. Y'all better get that in. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Never duplicated and can't be imitated. What's the number? The number is, you was the first Donovan. Okay, I got you. You was the first caller. I got you. Thank you. The number is 216 452 7441. Call in right now. I don't know how long you want me to keep doing this. Okay. Call in, Donovan, my dude from y'all call in. Y'all better get this. You don't get this everywhere. You dealing with over 30 years doing this. So this ain't nothing. This ain't fresh and new. This ain't popping fresh. You just pop it in and this came out. No, this is the real deal. We're talking about results. People's lives change. You got to put in the work. So you can call in at 216-452-7441. I even put my own personal email in. I think that I put it in right. It's missing something. I'm sorry. It's Mr. L Radio Show. And I need to put my PayPal in there with all this game that's been shouted out. I know Alpha King be getting on me. You had to put that. I need to put that PayPal in there. But definitely. Call in now. 216-452-7441. 2 people that just called. Yo, you got some, as my dude would say, Alpha King would say, expert level game. Oh, we got another caller. Oh, where you calling from? Let's see. Yo, who is this calling? This is you live with Lawrence D. Adams.
Yo, what's good, Lawrence? This is Espresso Beats.
What's going on, Espresso Beats? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
Well,
LA.
L.A. All right. What's out of L.A.?
I'm out here in Anaheim.
Okay, all right. Anaheim. So what you got going on? I seen you said earlier, this is right on point because you get the game and then you like, man, just doing it is a whole different thing. So let's talk.
It's definitely taking action
So
for me.
Shoot your gift, man. What you got?
Basically, I've been getting myself up, getting my style up, watching Kevin Samuels, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Good brother.
I've been in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
All that.
So go ahead.
Yeah, basically just transitioning to that dude, just, talk to the girls like it's nothing and stuff like that, and knowing what to say at the right time, and having that correct, like, sexual energy and stuff when I'm talking to the female, instead of just talking to them like I'll be talking to, like, a homie or some shit like that.
So, are you in school?
Yeah, I'm going back to school right now.
What you going for? This all ties in. This all ties in. Psychology. And what part of psychology?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So you're going to school going back to school for psychology. So your focus is that. That's good because psychology is so important. So you listen to Kevin Samuels. Dude is solid. Love him. I look at him too. He's definitely dapper down. He's down. His game is completely tight, and you've been working on focusing on, you've been getting the game right. I
Yeah,
see. I see. One of the things is being confident in yourself, bro.
true
Sometimes
that.
sometimes we think it's about the looks, and it even had nothing to do with the looks, or we think it's about the money. It has nothing to do with. See, I was going to do a video so you sort of get a segue of a little bit of this. Some people think that the money to get the girls. What happens is you end up renting the girls with your money, and you never get the girl. So one of the things you have to do is, on one of the videos I shared, is take the game that you know and just use it. So you've been out there. So you've been out there politicking or talking to women, right?
Yeah,
And how's that been going?
it's cool. I don't get to go out as much because with my job right now, I work nights and weekends, so my time is limited.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta just talk to them like just random places and shit.
So you work nights.
Yeah,
Okay. This. Can I ask how old you are?
26.
Good. You're the perfect age. If you take this time, if you take this time at 26, man, I wish somebody had talked to me at 26, man. You way ahead of the game. I wish somebody had talked to me at 26, bro. And you take this time, you work a night shift, and begin to digest all this information. Because what needs to change, you won't believe it, is how you see yourself.
Right.
And once you begin to change the inside of who you are, it's going to affect everything around you. So your eyes of how you see yourself must change. So you're right. You at the right juncture. You get in the game. You understanding it. But now you got to see yourself as an already finished product. If that makes sense. That makes sense to you.
Yeah, I get you.
So you don't see yourself as trying to get the game. Yourself, I'm already there. That does not mean that you become arrogant now that I don't need to hear nobody, but you see yourself now. I'm at the place where I got it. And what's going to happen is it's going to change the energy. I don't know if you talked about the energy, but it's going to change the energy around you. And then women, they don't even know why. They're going to be like, there's something different about you. You say, well, you may think, well, it's the way I dress. No, it's not the dress. It's the way, because I said this to her. I said this to her. No, change how you see yourself and how the energy that you give off now. That makes sense to you, man? That resonate with you?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Why
I'm
does
listening.
that? Why does that?
What's that?
I say, why is that?
Just because this is what you're talking about. Just sound right.
So you gotta take this time and die. I mean, sometimes we get the information, but you gotta actually say, okay, this is what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Peace to the CIA and the FBI. I knew exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. It's applied to me the next day. Now you said, well, it's sort of hard. I can't go out like I want to, but how can I apply this right now? Because what you do is you take the game. I don't know if you can see me. You put it in your quiver. That's what you put your arrows in, and you put it in your quiver,
Right.
and you take it out at the right time, and you shoot it at the right prey. So you might think I'm just wasting my time and listening to all these dudes. This man, it's like it ain't working. But what really happening is, you're starting to build an arsenal of things that when you do step out, there's no one who can contend with you.
Yeah, I get you.
The other thing is sometimes we got to be realistic about who we shooting at. I call it shooting your gift. That's just what I say over here. Who you shooting your gift at? You trying to shoot at big booty Betty? What ain't big booty? What Chiquisha on Instagram? And you're like, yo, I gotta have that butt. I gotta have it. Like I just showed bro from New York, you might be shooting your gift to somebody who don't even need to unwrap it. But you're so fascinated because she has a big booty and big breasts, you're like, I got to do it. And you're wasting your time. So sometimes
True.
sometimes you got to start at a level with, I don't know, did you look at that video? I don't know if you looked at the video talking about Plain Jane.
I'm not sure if I've seen that one yet.
Okay, you got to look at that
I
video.
have to go back and watch
You
it.
got to go back and watch that video. Sometimes you need to, Plain Jane, surprise you, bro. Some of y'all want the, y'all want, but Plain Jane, you can test your game out on. You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah, like a starter hoe kind of thing.
Right. Right. How you gonna come into how you gonna be a black belt? You ain't even go through first being a white belt. You know what I mean? Most people want to come get this game and want to become they want to get that black belt. They want to karate chop. I'm on it. But they ain't even passed, they ain't even got a yellow belt. Then they want to have their own dojo. Yeah, I got my own dojo now. Dude, how many people you got under you? I'm just a white belt. So you got to be realistic about where you at. Like, you know what? Just realistic. I had to shoot my gift to the Plain Janes. Let me try Plain Janes. Boom. Then work your way up. But the thing that you don't do, you do not put them on a what?
Pedestal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you have any other questions? Anything else?
Shit.
Because I don't like to say I don't normally go live, but this is my first live. So definitely it's a good time to catch me.
Yeah, where are some good places you think to just meet some girls in the daytime?
That's a good question. Good
On a
question.
day-to-day basis and stuff.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. I lived in Marietta, Georgia, and I'm trying to think of the name of that part of Georgia. But there was a grocery store in Georgia that everybody would go to meet and to hook up. You just walk down the aisle, you would get something, and you're like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" And it was just, I cannot think of where this grocery store is. It's a Publix. That's what I know, but I can't think of the name of it. So it's most people think it's a particular location, but it can be anywhere. You can be walking down the street, coffee house. It can be anywhere. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This is one of the key things. If you want to be doing something, you want to meet someone that's doing where you already doing stuff at. So I don't know if you lift weights or what do you do during the course of your day?
Yeah, I go to the gym like 5 times a week, 6 times.
What else you do?
Just like make music.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, not too much. Yeah, I'll be asleep during the day a lot.
Okay. Where else you go? Do you go to the grocery store? Do you eat? Where you do you?
Yeah, grocery store, stuff like that. Shit, yeah, go out to eat.
Okay. Those are the places that you can meet. The women are right there. Right there, right in front of you. The waitress. Hi, how are you? What are you ordering today? Oh, I'll be back with your order. Oh, okay. I got your order right here. So did you figure out what you're gonna eat today? I think okay. Shoot your gift. All you're doing is practicing. It's the normal places. It's the places that you want to, it can be rocking right down the street.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, let me say this. Don't be no creep about it, man. You know what I mean? Yo, girl,
Yeah,
how you doing? What's your name? Can I get your number? Then you come back on my channel, man. Don't listen to that Lawrence Deanna. Got me out here like a creep. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Remember, you have to breathe and live. It's everywhere. Women are everywhere. The thing of it is, when you get up tomorrow, when you go out tomorrow, you can be like, dog, I didn't even recognize this girl. I see her every day.
Yeah.
It's this. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Hey, you know what? What you into? Okay. Hey, the other day I was watching this video on Plain Jane, and this guy was. You don't want to tell about the Plain Jane. Just scratch that. But I was watching this movie on this and this and that. Hey, what you think about that? Ask a question. Hey, what you think about that? I really don't know. You don't know? Wow, shoot. I thought it was a good movie. What kind of, oh, you into music? Oh, what's your favorite artist? Doo-doo. There's an inroads. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. See, I gotta start just doing it like that.
yeah. I just gave you some expert level game right there. Oh, what? Guess your favorite. Then I'm gonna tell you. Let me give you this one thing. This is good right here. So say she
Okay.
like give me two artists.
All right, let's see. Tupac and Future, something like that.
Okay, Tupac and Future. So she says, "Oh, I love Tupac. You know, I'm Tupac. I love him. He was so sexy. Oh my god." You like, yeah. Yeah, I like Future. I'm not really a Tupac fan. Why would you do that?
Just to make her see if she gonna follow you. Add a little
Tension.
like disposition. I don't know.
Right. You want you don't want to you want even though you may love Tupac, but what you're doing is you're now you have something that y'all can do. Tell me. Then you can say, well, tell me why you like Tupac. What's his favorite? What's his favorite? What's your favorite song? Now you have something that you can talk about.
Yeah, true that. True
You know
that.
what I mean? What? No. What color? What color did he wear in the? It's being jokingly,
Yeah.
but yet now you. But what you're doing, you're connecting with her now. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you building,
Yeah.
so you building tension. You got her emotions. Oh, Tupac, I love him. Then on the other side, I don't agree with Tupac. Tupac. Well, tell me what you're doing. Ups and downs, dude, man. This
Yeah. See, that's a good point you made. I don't be making connections with these girls like that as good as I should. I think that's part of my problem too.
yeah. You got your what's your hand. It's like playing cards, and I'm not a good card player, but I'm saying you got to use the cards that are in your hand. So
True
you
that.
got the music, you weights. What else you do? You going to school for psychology? But use what's in your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and don't be choosing don't be choosing no hobbits and no booger wolves either.
Yeah. Hell no. Shoot, I'm gonna have to do the high quality, high octane.
If you going to the high quality octane, you got to be. If you going after that, you got to be a car to be able to take it.
Yeah.
True that. Hey man, appreciate you coming through, man. You got anything
Oh,
else?
no problem. Shit, not that I can think of right now,
Oh,
but yeah, I appreciate the game. Shoot,
hey, that's
good
what's.
chopping it up.
All right, definitely. From Anaheim,
All right.
California. Peace, my brother.
All right, peace, man. Have a good night.
All right. Nah, y'all better not be getting no hobbits and some some hobbits and some booger wolves. And now I see y'all out in public. Y'all posted up on Instagram with your booger wolf, but you got your hand. You don't want her to be seen. Come on, dog, man. I know everybody got to start somewhere, but don't start there. Have a little bit more class about yourself. This is Lawrence. If you don't know who I am, this is Lawrence D. Adams. You can call in at 216-452-7441. Definitely, you want to definitely get this live game. Let me tell you what I needed to start off with is this. How can you lead her if you're chasing her? You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't. How you gonna lead her if you're chasing her? Y'all brothers better get this. Get this. Get this. Get this. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You can't. You can't do it. You can't do it. Once you guys be trying to chase, and you should be leading. And guess what happens? She's gonna lead you. She gonna lead you like a. You ever seen when you was younger? You see a little baby. You try to get them to come over and sit down, and they end up just running around the whole place. That's how y'all be looking out there chasing these girls. Oh my God! If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I ain't flying until when? April what? 4th. Ain't that the truth? April 4th. That's when I fly out. Definitely. This is not your normal game. Yo, who else is gonna call in? I dare you, I double dog dare you to call in. Who gonna call in tonight before I pack up? We got one. Give one more person call in. I got 9 of y'all looking, so I know y'all got. I definitely know y'all can call in. Don't be scared. Come on, man up. These 3 guys that came in, got some expert level game. Got this stuff that's you can't get anywhere. Anywhere. Call in. 216. Oh no, here we go. 517. Where you calling from? Yo, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Where you calling from? And what's your name?
This is Top Player.
What's up, top player? Where you calling from, bro?
What's going on, bro? I'm calling from Michigan,
Uh-oh, what part of Michigan?
Lansing, Michigan.
Okay, you're not far from me. I'm right down here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro?
Yeah. What's up? I see you. They said you got a channel.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey,
Yes.
I'm trying to put the guys on game, man. Can I tell you a story?
Hey, man, shoot your story, man. I'm all for it.
Yeah, man. I was at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this chick, it's like 5 of them.
Uh-oh.
You know, and they got babies and shit. You know.
Oh, dog.
Yeah. I don't want to do it to them, man. Because it's like they're in a relationship, they married.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel the tension when I walk in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I went to my lunch break, and when I walk in the lunchroom, it's all eyes on me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I went in the lunchroom, this lady approached me and she was like, "Hey, you know what I ate yesterday?" And I said, "No, what you eat?" She said, "I ate snack cakes and everything, and I want you to look at the picture." So she pulled out her phone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So she got next to me. She said, look. So I'm waiting, and then I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to give me a hint to give her number, on her phone, so she could put the number on her phone.
Right.
So I'm like, nah. So I played it off and shit because I didn't want to, do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Draw a lot of attention. And so, because every time I go in the break room, she there.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I punch in, she there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And every time she crossed paths with me, I see her. And another thing is, it's like the choosing signs that the guys got to watch out for is when a girl smile at you,
Mm-hmm.
and when she look down, and when she smile again, that's a choosing sign.
Mm-hmm.
That means the kitty cat is smiling at you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to shoot your shot.
Right.
And the thing is, a lot of guys get nervous when they talk to chicks, and I was like, no, just spark up a conversation. Just win over. Just talk about anything that comes to your mind. Don't think twice. Don't think that you're corny and nothing like that. Just relax, slow pace.
Right.
Yeah. Don't get nervous. Don't study your words. But that's the first sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to smell that a mile away. Soon you do that, they're going to be thrown off. They're going to say, hey, what's your name? And that's the end of the story right there. Once they say, hey, what's your name? It's over. Just walk away. Don't say nothing. Don't ever ask them what's your name or nothing. Just walk away. Because they're going to reject you if you ask for the number. So,
let me say this. This is how to switch it up. Switch it up. I remember I lived in when I lived in Georgia. I worked at General Motors down there. So with some lady I wanted to talk to, instead of asking for her number, I said, "Hey, get your phone, put my number in it." So you switch up asking for the number instead of saying, "Hey, put my number, call me right now." See what I mean? So you automatically switching where now she's the first thing she's doing, she's following your lead.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me say something else again. For the fellas that do online dating and stuff like this too. Now, don't have a long conversation with a woman online. Make it brief. Make at least 7 paragraphs, and that's it. And then what you do is you say, let's exchange numbers with a question mark. You know, I don't be on Tinder like that. I don't be on Bumble like that. Let's exchange numbers. And not only that, instead of doing it right away, like if a female interested in you, right, and they text you right away, don't respond. Wait till like 4 to 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because chicks trying to see if you're a high value male before they respond to you. That's the only way they're gonna get your attention. You know, that's why it's hard to date online, because a lot of simps out there, they be thirsty and they text right away, and then they scare the female off, and then they flake on them. You know, they ghost them.
Man, you give them some game away right there.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a hardcore game, because I know a lot of guys, they like, man, you know, I was talking to this chick online, and they ghost me. You know, you could just have a good conversation. They go back to back to back, but all at the same time, as you doing that, the other guys ain't replying right away, and she see yours all the time. So she gonna get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? That's how the chicks, they look at that. They be like, okay, who's the value? Because you got to look at it like this. It's 100 other guys texting her back to back too, but they got a gap between the text. So when she goes down her line, a list of guys that's texting her, if you ain't responding and everybody else respond before you, they're boom. You know what I'm saying? They out the game.
That's right.
So that's the thing that you got to watch out on that, because these girls, they do that. And you know what? Another guy, man, because it's an old lady. Let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
An old lady at my job, man. She was telling me, right? And I knew who she was talking about. She was like, hey, you know, I subscribe to this guy, and he's black. And I was like, oh, shit. So I knew what she's talking about.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Derek Jackson.
Oh, my.
I know, right? And you know what she told me, though? This is what she told me, right? She subscribed to him. And she told me, right? She subscribed to him. And she told me that he tells females that don't text a guy to 1 to 2 business days if they interested in him. Don't text a guy 1 to 2 business days. And I was like, what the hell? She was like, yeah. And then she said the guy was into her, and then when she replied back, the guy goes to her, because he's like, I ain't finna play these silly games. Because a lot of people don't know the game.
Right, that's
you know
true. Yeah, that's some good game right there for us with the texting. But you said the king of the simps.
They out there, man.
I cannot deal with. I mean, I ain't even going no further. I ain't going no further with that.
I'm finna blow this. I'm finna blow it up for you, man. Hey, and another thing I want to get on.
Yes.
About. I was talking to this one chick yesterday, right? And we was talking over the phone, and she was like, yeah, you know, I like your pictures. How tall are you? I said, I'm 6'5", 215 pounds, right? And she said, oh, I like to climb up you, right? And then she was trying to, like, swindle me, right? She was like, let's go out. Let's go out. I want to go out and everything like that. I said, well, you know, you can just come in my living room. That's okay with me, because now you're trying to bribe me. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get me to pay first before she has sex. She already wanted to have sex, because she told me this. She said, you know, I had to put you on my bucket list, because you might be the one that I had to complete. So I'm like, oh, okay. But you know what I did, D. Adams, after that?
Yeah.
I said, okay, look. I said, this is what's going to happen, right? I'm going to tell you that let's wait a minute. Let's see how things go. And then she said, so how long would it take for you to make up your mind? I said, well, 2.5 weeks for me, because I'm not going to wait that long, right? Then she was like, then this is what she said. She said, well, you know what? I'm looking to get married. I'm looking to settle down and everything like that. And I'm like, I ain't finna settle down with you. I'm not. I'm going to be honest. And you know what she said after that?
What'd she say?
She said that, I already got a friends with benefit guy. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you already know what it is, right?
Right.
So another thing she was telling me about, because I was like, you know what, because I was done with her at that time. Because I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay for you and somebody getting the cookies for free. That's just not me.
Right.
You know? So when I said to her, I said, well, tell me about the last relationship you had. What happened to the last guy you dated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was telling me all the dates that she went to. You know, she said she dated a guy 4 times. That's key number one. Don't date a female 4 times in a row. If you have to take a woman on a date 4 times in a row, that's 3 is a strikeout already. Never do a 4 date. So he winded down her. You know, he flirted with her, she said, and he was super laid back. But she was like, you know what? He was just lame. He was just corny. I said, why you kept going out with him?
Cause
You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? And then she was like, you know what? The reason why I did that because he kept taking me out on dates, so I didn't want to turn it down. I said, man, I wish I could have talked to the guy because she drove all the way out there to Novi. That's like an hour and 15 minutes away. So he said his car was broke down, right? So she drove all the way out there, took him out, right, to a restaurant that he paid for. After that, they went back to his house. They chilled, they relaxed, and everything. He flirted with her. He opened champagne that he spent $200 on.
oh my
Winding
God.
down this chick, sent her right back out, horny, because, you know, she went to her side guy, got knocked down. He called again the next day, said good morning. Never say good morning to a chick in the morning after you entertain her for free. She's looking at you as a pigeon, you know, just blocking out that paper, that money. You know, don't do that.
So she went continuing to go on with this dude, and she never. And it is to me, going on a date is not exchange for the goods. Sorry, it's not.
Exactly.
And what happens is
4 times.
4 times, dog.
Yep.
You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you. I mean, let's get a little bit further with that. He's been trained, conditioned, programmed in this gynocentric society that we have in this Western culture, and definitely deeply enrooted in the black culture here in America. And so he thought by doing all those things that he was going to get a chance to even sniff her box. And guess what happened? She politely took that box and had somebody else open it. And what we see now, a lot of men are been trained through school, through music, through TV to be that way. And at the end of the day, that woman, I can't blame her. If you're getting the free meal, you might as well go to Chipotle's, McDonald's, Burger King. I don't want the kiddie meal. I want the Big Mac meal. You might as well get all the meals. She's going to do that. And what happens is guys never learn.
They never learn. And hey, I got a lot to say to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow it up because this is the same chick I'm talking about. So she told me about this other guy, right? Mm-hmm. She said she bumped into him at a grocery store. And she went to the parking lot, and the guy approached her, and as she was opening up her trunk, so the guy bumped into her with a shopping cart and said, oh, excuse me, I just want to have your number. And she was like, well, I want to just give my number out to strangers and everything. And then he said, oh, you know what, just put it in my phone then. And then I could just contact you later. So she did that. She gave him the number. So this is what the guy did, right? She said she went out with the guy. Mm-hmm. And he went out on dates with her. He went out on 3 dates, right? He paid for all 3 dates. The first date, she said he went out, and they went out to the show or whatever. The second date, they went to an expensive restaurant, which cost $300. And the third date, that he went to this other fancy restaurant that they chill out at. And then the fourth date, that he was telling her as he opened up because he invited her to the house the fourth day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said that he was in his boxers telling her that how he liked to get his D up. You know what I'm saying? So that's rule number one. Don't ever say that to a female. Let them be comfortable. Don't mention them. Just say, do what you do. Please me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, because see, the thing is, if you telling a female when she come in your house and you tell a female, oh, okay, I want you to suck my dick, they're going to be turned off because number one, you got to let them please you. You know, don't force that upon them because they're like, oh, he just wants sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when he got his pleasure off, but see what he did was because he was 46 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he was aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got it, she told me that he ghosted her.
Mm.
You know, he started one text, you know, one phone call a week because, see, the thing is, he waited for the fourth day to meet her to get what he wants. So he kind of like, okay, she playing games, but I invested so much money on her. And the thing is, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
She's a single mother. She already damaged, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Right? Wait.
I
We
wouldn't.
had two kids, one 18, one 17, and one 15-year-old. Yep.
Cut it.
I knew I wasn't going to get with her when she said she had kids. So that's why I was getting all the games from her. How
Yeah.
she play God.
Right, because think about it.
Yeah.
You guess what's gonna happen? If you get it and you end up busting inside of her, you'll be baby father number 4, baby. And you'll be looking like,
Oh, yeah.
and then guess what? Somebody be telling a story about you.
Yeah.
Dog,
And
you
you
can't.
know what? And you know what the killing part is?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'm looking to marry. See, what the thing is what she tried to do. Because, see, she never got married, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, so what places that you been? Like, what cities and stuff? She said, I only been in Michigan. She said, you know what? My son been to Chicago. He had a fancy hotel in Chicago with his girlfriend. So I said, you never been to Chicago? She said, no, I never made it that far. I said, so you never got married? She said, no, I never got married, but I want to get married because she's 36 years old. So she deeply baggage. So what I do when I bump into girls like that, I just, just get the game from them, how they play God and all that shit. But I don't let them know that.
Right.
But I'm just like, okay, I suck the game. That's another thing. If a guy is not into a female, just get the game from him.
Mm-hmm.
Just see how girls will let you know how they play God.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them what the previous boyfriend's ex-husband did to them that hurt them. Because let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
If a girl tell you that, okay, her boyfriend didn't give her attention, her ex didn't give her attention, just call her with little comments or text her with little comments and stuff every other hour, or like not every day of the hour, but every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of feel on that energy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Don't continue like it. This is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of guys messed up. Don't follow a girl on Instagram when you got her number. Do not follow her on social media at all because she don't think you're a fan. Because you don't want to be a fanboy.
That's interesting you said that. In my dealings, travelings, one of the things that Reverend Ron said to the place I was in, all right, J-Rock, I see you. He said, you never date a fan. You never marry a fan. And when I heard him say that, like, man, he don't know what he's talking about, Reverend Ron, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking about mine. And then I realized you do not date or mess with a fan. This young lady, I would, like you said, you would soak up the game of how she's doing her maneuvers, but I definitely, I wouldn't even stick a pinky finger near her because
Exactly.
you would come damaged goods too. So definitely, man, you right on that. These guys got to learn. You got a channel, right?
Yeah, I got to tell. But I don't got a lot of content like everybody else. But
Yo. We all started somewhere. Ain't nobody started with a whole bunch of
Exactly.
content. So you got to just build it like all of us are doing. We have to build our content, share what we know, our side of it, because this is so thing. A lot of guys. Let me say this because a lot of guys miss it. No one has to corner market on the game. No one
Exactly.
person has to corner market on the game. Some people like me, some people don't. I'm cool with it. You may agree, you may not, you might spam me with, I don't care. But no one has to corner market on the game. But what we do have is we're giving our perspective on the game and how it works for us. So that's why I don't get into it with
Exactly.
I don't get into it with any other coaches, other people to talk about what they do. I can care less. What I'm doing is giving what has worked for me, what I have tried and true, what I have failed at, where I've been married, divorced, all that, how that works for me. So a lot of times guys get all up in arms about, hey, this person said that one. I don't care. I don't want nothing to do with that. Cut it. No one has a corner market on the game. This is what we're doing now. The greater thing is getting men free from being like the guy who spent 4 to 5 different dates and he didn't get the end results, and now he's going to be upset at women.
Exactly.
Freeing them. That's the real heart of it. That's the real heart
Yeah.
of it. So, yo,
And
man.
you know what?
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, Deanna, is you got the pump and dump guys, that's messing up the game too.
Mm-hmm.
They get with a female. They also simp because my sister was telling me about this guy. He had a BMW. He roll up and everything. He see her at the store all the time because she worked at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And he introduced her with money. He was already married. She seen the ring on his finger. He was like, "Look, I'll pay for your car note. Let's get together." So she was trying to he was trying to bribe her with money. So she already know the game. She already like 40 years old. So my sister, she already know. She been around the world.
Mm-hmm.
All women do. I'm not ashamed to say it, but the thing is, guys blow up the situation so much with money. These females, they get so much attention online that they give them cash apps because they pump their head up. They're like, well, I can show them little titties, little ass, and I get cash for free. So themselves, they be hitting the cash app, man. And these guys, they support their cell phone bills, rent, all that stuff. It's a hard competition. And then you got them Instagram models. Let me tell you about the Instagram models. The Instagram models, these guys that have millions of dollars, that can fly these chicks out state to state and fuck them and then throw them back on Instagram and choose their poison. You have to look at it like this.
Mm-hmm.
They got 1 million men to choose from.
Right.
The one, see, let's say, for instance, let's say $1 million guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hit her inbox. She gonna be at him because she see potential, money, greed. So if you on your purpose, you got the big top dollar. Where she gonna go? She gonna go big top dollar. When you got that, they're going for the highest bidder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you look. They can fuck her out on the side, but they will marry the one that got the top dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that got the top dollar, they gonna treat him like shit because why? They really don't need him. They just need a trophy wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all, man. Just like when you go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you walk down the Vegas street, what they do? They try to throw you their daughters. My daughter. Have her for one night, $250. One night. They advertise that shit like dope.
And it's crazy.
They mess
It's
up the
crazy.
game.
It's definitely messing up the game. That's why it's good that you have a channel. And a lot of these guys out here are beginning to pull the covers back on definitely what is happening here, but also giving solutions. Because one thing I've noticed that a lot of times some people go on talking about the problem, but we never offer the solutions. My thing is, I need results. Let me know.
Exactly.
Let me know what was said. It works. Because if not, we need to change what's happening. I didn't communicate it, disseminate it correctly, or whatever the case may be, or maybe you didn't hear me clearly. But we got to make sure that we get results. So
Exactly.
definitely results. Yo, I want you to do is I want you to put your information, your channel in the chat. I want you guys to subscribe to them. You've been dropping some cues, some steps, I call it shooting you. You've been shooting your gift. I definitely like what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I got a lot of other stuff to say, man. If you don't mind, man.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, man.
Yeah. So you definitely
Yeah, go ahead.
definitely do. But I want to make sure I get somebody else on here too. So we got definitely
Okay.
get the next person up on deck. But I want you to put your
I'm cool with it.
I want you to get I want you to put your stuff right in the chat. You've been shooting some serious stuff, man. You did about the chat. You did about doing these 5,000 dates, 5,000 eating, and then then understand. You said something most people didn't. I think they missed it. One of the key things, if you listen to a woman, she'll show you, like you listen to her, she shows you the strategy on how she deal with men. And it also tell you where you might be next. So you share some good stuff here. And I don't want to overload these people with information because I know how it is on lives. You know, we get to going. It'd be next, I'm 6 o'clock in the morning, still going.
I know, right?
You know?
Hey, can I say one thing else?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the choosing signs, there are a lot of guys, like when they be at the gym, this is another choosing sign that guys need to watch out. Let's say, for instance, right, you're on a bench press, right? And a female in the mirror, right in front of you, right? So you're like, okay, it might be a little thing. So you go walk to the other side of the room, and you on a treadmill, and then she get on treadmill with you. So if you see this broad following you, that's choosing sign. She wants you to make the approach. But this is the thing that a female told me. She said instead of being aggressive and going to him, you know, see how most guys, they're like, okay, this chick choosing on me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. But this chick told me instead of being aggressive, they go straight up to him and say, hey, can I get your number? No, what you do is you pretend like it was an accident. What you do, pretend like you're on your phone. Bump into her. Say, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. She said, no, it's okay. Then you're like, you know what? You seem nice. Take my number. Or give her a business card. A lot of guys, they need to give her a business card because it makes them feel professional. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to follow your lead.
Right.
And once you get her to lead with you, then you can tell her what you want. And another thing is when guys hook up with a female, this is key number one. When I hook up with a female, before they even talk to me for the first 10 minutes, I lay down the rules of how a female should talk to me. I program their mind right then and there. Okay, when I talk to you and when you talk to me with sir, you know, at the end. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, when you talk to me and I talk to you back, wait till I complete my sentence.
That's a good one right there.
I don't want you to be passive aggressive because that's a disorder. So if I'm talking to you and you talking over me trying to get your sentence off, then you disrespected me by not listening. You know what I'm saying? So I let them know so then that way they won't fumble my words if I'm willing to talk to them. That's one thing that guys need to set their standards at the gate. When they get the female on you, don't get a female when they on you and they bring up what you do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall for the trap.
That's right.
That's gold digger number one.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you want a woman that's lust over you.
Mm-hmm.
That when you don't have nothing in your pockets, you didn't give her anything to have sex with you. When you get a woman like that, you don't have to worry about coming out your pockets at all.
That's right.
You keep all money in your pocket. And another thing, when you invite a chick out,
Mm-hmm.
go for a drink. Don't buy no meals, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Take them to Starbucks. Don't take them to a park because that's a simp move. They take a picnic basket and the money that you have in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
And
So
not only that.
you definitely right. Hold on. I think I got a caller here.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. Hey, I appreciate you dropping that knowledge, bro.
All right, man. I'm sorry about it, D.
All right.
all
Man.
good.
All right.
All right. Have a nice day.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Caller, you there? Dude was dropping that serious game right there. He was going in. He was getting y'all straight on that game. But tonight we're talking about, this is the test run. This is going live. Telling you, you got to put in that work. I normally don't get like this. I don't even have my, pass me that wooden, yeah. See, I don't got my special frames on so I can see you guys. My special pimp shades, about that life. Y'all ain't ready for them. See, when I put these on, I'm on another level. That's what I'm talking about. But this is Lawrence D. Adams. Hey, I want to thank everybody for calling in. I don't want to make this live. It's already going, I think, past the 2 hours or not, or hour or so. Thank you for everything. I will be going live again. I see you guys got a lot to say, and some serious games right here. This was just a test run to get it going. Hey, I want you, if you like this, I want you to click the like. And I want everyone who's still on, just put a number 11 in the chat before we leave. And we got one more caller. I'm gonna let you come in, but the timer is ticking. Let me get the timer going. Let me find the timer. The timer is going. The timer. Let's find the timer. The timer will be going. Let me see. I'm looking for the stopwatch. Okay. Let's get the stopwatch. Stopwatch is starting. Got 11. I'm stepping out. We got one more caller. I think the other caller hung up. We got one more caller. The timer is going. I don't know if you can't see it, but the timer is going. It is going. I have to go study, meditate, go relax. The timer is going. Don't let it get to that 1-2 minute mark. The number is 216-452-7441. But the timer is going. I got my special pimp shades on. I'm telling you, I can see into the pimp world. Don't be laughing over there. But I can see into the pimp world. Got the serious game, but the timer is going. If this has helped you tonight, a special B top hat player, J Rock, what's going on? Alpha Kingdom, you guys are definitely, the timer is going. Oh, we get to that 2 minute mark. I am out. The number is 216-752-7441. It's getting down to that 2 minute mark. I am out. I'm going to bed. I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to bed. And we almost there. That timer is there. Remember that the clock is ticking. When it get there, I'm telling you, I want to thank everybody who came in, but I have to put this timer up. So we got no last caller. We got 6 people. They stepping away. The timer is going. We almost there. We're going to be at that 2-minute mark. At 2 minutes. That's it. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I want to thank everybody who came on the live. Subscribe. Look for the next live. We'll start setting up a schedule. Maybe Thursday nights would be my night because it's the night I'd be a good night to do that. If you have questions, concerns, we're going to have a topic next time. This is a test run to get it rolling, set everything up. You'll be able to call in. Let me leave you with this. How can you lead her if you're chasing her?